Alrighty, good Friday, everybody. Hope everyone's week went okay. Thea grabbing first, Tathea and Ika and Jay and Kai. What's everybody doing? Ika's tired, thanks to antibiotics, infection and gums. Ugh. Kai's got lemon blueberry muffins. Nice. Hey there, Dezo. How you doing? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that it's Friday. It was not a very great work day today. I'm tired, but my brain's also being a bit of a jerk tonight, so yay! All right, we're back to the arch today. I didn't really work on the arch this week. I did do some of the lighter stuff here because I was working on finishing out the orc leg here. I left a few because those ones really go like up there. But I mostly just finished off this column going down. But the good news is that, you know, we're already at 2100 stitches for the month, which is doing better than last month, so we're off to a decent start. So now we have choosing our regional politics, political representatives. Got some voting action going on. Regional voting thingies. I stitched for a long time yesterday, actually. I stitched for like 5 hours or something. I started stitching basically after work and stitched until around 9, I think. Could have stitched from 9 to 10, but I was kind of tired and over it, so did not. One of the firemen, who's that, has gout, basically can't move, and Felicia's sick. Total chaos. Big streaking. I finally did see snippets of Felicia's live performance. Vocals, not super great live. I don't know about all that. And now she's sick? Mostly just been looping Finland songs this week. Hey there, Sandy. How's it going? So good. Thanks for that. Oh, look at that. Moth. The villain. I recognize the name. I don't recognize the sprite. pretty though. Pretty green moth. Ah, yes. Good job finishing that little face on Flareon Sandy. It does look pretty great. So orange. But I've got not much to say about things being so orange. When isn't PCG rude? To be fair.
I want to poop the snooze, I want it.
But boop. Used to. I did finally watch Heated Rivalry this week. I still have the last episode left, but I watched the first 6 in 2 days anyway. "911" had a crossover event last night, so I didn't watch The Pit yet. And I didn't feel like staying up to watch Grays either, so I didn't. I'm gonna watch those tomorrow. And no Game of Thrones. Blame it on legs. Final season of Outlander started today. I don't know when I'll decide to watch that. Finally caught up on High Potential. Nice. This week's episode was pretty good. Feeling a little bit more like season 1. They are renewed for season 3, but they're getting a new showrunner. Totally forgot about Blood of My Blood. No, Winter's coming. Probably won't be a lot of crossover between the two, I imagine. I started to watch the first episode of Blood of My Blood and I didn't finish it. And I didn't go back. So you going to cottage? That is where I'm at, and I of course saw like so many snippets of it and things when it was initially airing. But it's nice to like put it all into like context. For Outlander, right? It's Claire and Jamie's parents, as I understand it. Yes, and it is non-canon, so it's just completely made up. Uncle Bo Raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you so much for that raid, Uncle Bo. What were you up to today? For those that don't know me, hi, I'm Cass. I'm the Lord of the Rings Stitcher here on Twitch. We are working on Return of the King as usual. How's everybody doing? Hope your weeks went well. Thank you for the shout out. Of course. Thank you so much for the raid. And what were you up to today? Cross stitching a sugar skull. Oh, very nice. Well, if you need to raid and run, of course, feel free to do so. Do your post-stream self-care tasks. Thanks for bringing everyone on over. Cozy little space. We're just working on this arch here as we head into the very center of this project. Oh my goodness. Of course. Kiddo is calling me twice now. 1 second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Alright, how's the Celtic Archway? I see start of it. Yep, this is all we've got of the first half of it so far. Like I said earlier, I didn't work on it this week. I wanted to save it for stream. I just worked on the Oliphant and the orc down below. How big is this project? It's a big one. The image itself is about 40 by 27 inches. And do this for the metric conversions for those that need it or would like it. Oh, but we hit 66% this week though too, which is pretty swell. Yeah. Still on a daily streak this year as well? Yes. Still going. 53.11% for you. Excellent. Nice. How big is your sugar skull? I imagine it fits in a hoop nicely. Unless it's a super detailed one. Alrighty. Come back to this color in a bit. We're just gonna keep going with the focus, color, one strand, whatever. Nonsense just to fill things in a more even manner. Oh. I have to get something out, I think, today. I've got a few colors that are like on their last strands and I just haven't been refilling them. Pathing of some of these is a decision. Here. Warning about severe weather coming our way. My only thought is it going to be today? Because they've been talking about it since yesterday. It's been rainy here today. Yesterday was so nice. It's sunny. It was in the 50s. Today, rain. 40s. Better than snow. Which is coming next week. Looking like it wants to rain snow on my birthday, which always irritates me when it snows on my birthday, since it's the first day of spring and I just want it to not. Yellow land instead of orange now. '20th. I know technically it rotates between the 20th and the 21st, but I was born when it was my birthday, so it's always that to me. One of my cousins is on the 21st. Nice. Who was scarier, Sheila Obe or the Balrog? I don't know. Sheila Obe, but only because I can't stand spiders. I want to lean towards Sheila because, like, She can be pretty difficult to fight, right? Like, paralyze you pretty quickly and then just spin you up and then you're fucked. Like, yeah, Balrog's got some power and fieriness, but I mean, at least it's upfront about it. Caleb, is we human? Interesting. Thanks for that follow. Welcome aboard. Balrog has a fancy whip. That it does. Well, the strand isn't going like anywhere, basically. She was the last child of Ungoliant. Apparently she was always a spider. Two of my sisters also in March, one day before me. I got mad because I had a birthday first in my family until she arrived. Sun has Shadow of War, and in that game she appears as a human, but it's not canon. There's the thunder. I guess I didn't get that far in Shadow of War. I did like that game when it came out, but it was pretty tough for me. Super interesting. I just kept dying a lot. I was pretty bad at it. The pressure change. Well, you asked. Now you're receiving. New streamer, when I see stuff on more established streamer that looks like a good feature, I try asking questions about it. Yeah, sure. Ask away. Stitch counter and the percentage readout. That is from my Pattern Keeper app, which is what I use for tracking my pattern. I emulate it with a program called BlueStacks 5, and then it's just cropped down to only the statistics. Pattern Keeper is great. I would be lost without it. I don't know anything about dragons. You probably know that about me by now. Just have a harder time. I can't even imagine like how differently we'd be stitching if we had to do this on paper. Or even with just like the digital PDF, like no highlighting.
I want to poop the snooze. I want it.
Nice. I tried to make a cinnamon sugar bread loaf today. It didn't really turn out good. It's okay. It didn't really rise very much. I think it overproofed, actually. And it's just really dense. That was a small bummer, especially because it took like 4 hours to make in the machine. So that was kind of a bummer. Alright, where's the pathing here? I guess. I go warn the boys. I was gaming this week. I took the last 2 days off. I just felt like stitching. I didn't really feel like playing. Just kind of feeling meh about it right now. I think it's just because we've been like going pretty hard trying to get this one task of mine done, and it's just not been the most fun because it's just killing a boss that I don't really like. Doesn't spawn like 100% of the time. All I need is him to have a specific gun on him. We got the one gun for legs like the first time we killed him. And he hasn't had it since, so it's frustrating. Break time. Alright, Aika, have a good shift. Tell them to open their windows, turn fans up, get as much cooler inside as possible before it hits. They all have to be closed. Just started tornado season. There's a big tornado that hit Fairview last night, killed 2 people. Yeesh. Yikes. Even the burbs are trying to get as much seed as possible. And Twister really did a number on me as a kid. I still get anxious about the thought of tornadoes, even though I don't live in a place that gets them. Closed bathroom window. Wasn't sure if I could get to that one fast enough when the rain hit. Same tornado last night. Also hit Akita, the town from Twister. Of course. You experienced one? No. Nope. I have not. I'm like terrified of them, but oddly fascinated by them as like a weather phenomenon as well. But now my town's had a couple of small ones here and there, but they're like nothing. They're like maybe touch the ground for like 2 minutes. But I'm at a pretty like decent elevation and have a lot of hilly areas. They just don't spawn here very much. Scyther Gen 1. But no, I just said the movie. The movie traumatized me as a child. For, I don't know, quite some time after seeing that movie, anytime the skies would get dark here, or there'd be a storm in the area, and I had to be like anywhere near outside, I'd go into like full panic meltdown mode, and it would piss my dad off every time. Be like, what is your problem? You're fine. It's not gonna be a tornado. Calm down. But shove as much in his mouth as possible. Haven't seen the second one. Or you have seen the second one, it was pretty good. I have not. The tornado scene in, I guess a couple of tornado scenes in Where the Heart Is were also a little scary, but I was older when that movie came out, so it wasn't like quite as terrifying. They filmed Twister near the town I lived in back then. Well. Shut the windows, bird's gone. Oh, Jay, did you say who the firemen are? Cause I don't recognize like which act that would be. Or is it like an actual like emergency responder? Oh, Branstow City Slackers. Okay. Locked in the Elden. Don't mind that song. It's definitely not winning anyway, but I still don't know who's gonna take it after listening to like some of the other songs. Just I don't know. I think honestly I should just send it on to Lulu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I watched the opener for Finland's finale of their competition event. Some of the comments were like, Finland should just be its own Eurovision at this point. Like, their production values for the finale was wild. Like, they had Erica and JJ do a mashup. One, two, three. Go hard the last few years. They've only won once. They might take it this year. I haven't heard anything else so far that's like got a wow factor. For me either. I know France released their entry today. I haven't heard it yet. I heard part of UK's yesterday. I don't like it. I hadn't seen France release theirs. Look, mom, no computer. Yeah. I couldn't even like listen to the whole thing on the TikTok. I was like, no. No. Pass. I'll give it a shot later, but good next. Ahead. Their expected crossover with 911 Nashville last night. The original 911 episode was pretty good. Crossover episode? God, I cannot. Nashville's so bad. Worse than the Texas crossover? Yes. Lone Star, like, at least it, you know, I don't know. As much as it was like the Rob Lowe show, it still felt mostly okay. I think the vibes overall were okay. The vibes for Nashville? Yuck. Don't like them. Actors, story, or both? Probably just the writing, honestly. It's very much like conservative toned, I think. They also like super mischaracterized Eddie and Buck. They did not feel like themselves at all. But that's because they didn't have any of the OG writers for it, I guess. It was all just Nashville writers. But they got renewed for season 2. And OG got renewed for season 10. Talked about that. Why not take time to familiarize yourself with what you're working on? It's not that hard. Right. It's just annoying. Like, Buck was like honestly super aggressive. Like, I know they were competing. Basically, the premise is that a year ago, Bobby had signed Buck and Eddie up to go compete in the firefighter games in Nashville. Without telling them, of course. And so they go to Nashville to compete in the firefighter games. Whatever. But Buck is like super aggressive the entire time. And it's like, who is this man? Finished with spoopy game unless people like give it to find bugs. Very nice, Moth. Board for 5 minutes. Enough to make shut all the windows, of course. And the AC on for the time it was raining. Just cool a bit. Can't risk being on too much. Still need to get coils replaced. Ah. Dang. But next week, OG 911 looks a little bit like out there. It seems like Eddie and Buck are on their way back from Nashville and they get like run off the road by some truck chasing them, get into a car accident. Eddie's in the hospital and Buck is kidnapped. Or I guess abducted, whatever. Like what? Oh, and I don't know. It's pretty wild. Like fandom went a little bit crazy with speculation, of course, because Buck and Eddie had been filming in this hotel in the middle of the desert, middle of nowhere for like a solid week, and people were like, "Is this it? Is this Buddy Cannon?" Are they like on the way back from Nashville? Something happens with the car, and they're stuck at this motel. Yada yada, you know, just fanfic stuff basically in action. Then we get the promo, and it's like, nope, no. It looks like that motel is probably where Buck's being held. I like how it turned out. I'm not sure anyone I give it to is actually playing it though. I'm very sure that nobody's going to buy it. Need the rain, the rest we could do without. Usually. Oh, lightning's good for like soil, I guess. Sounds very random. Yeah, it is. I don't even know what they're doing with this season. Like, the first half of the season was not that great, honestly. It's been better since it's been back from hiatus, definitely. But like, it's been all over the place this season. See something on the ground. Luna's very intently watching. Not moving at all. Lightning makes me calm. I enjoy it. Hey, Drifty, how's it going? If she would look up, there's a chickadee right in front of her nose. Ugh. My cats irritate me so much. They like do not see creatures outside at all. Even when I point it out to them, they like refuse to even attempt to find it. Like, you guys are terrible hunters. You'd never survive outside. The toy snakes. Cats won't look where you point, only dogs are smart enough for that. I feel like cats could if they wanted to, they just don't want to. It's on principle for cats. I don't think they understand what it means. They point with their whiskers and tails. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hey there, Doomed. How's it going? Had Stitch and Bitch today. I crashed so hard when I got home I ended up napping for 2 hours. Nice. Not naturally a social creature, so it takes a lot out of me. Valid. I took like a 20-minute nap after work. Coffee today? I haven't had coffee in a long time. just been on Monster. I've had a Monster today. And I've got a soda now. This is a long day. Long week. I need to look for a new job. I hate that. I hate change. Week has been long. It feels like one of those weeks that like has been 2 weeks long. And I was so confused about the day like 3 times this week. On Tuesday, I thought it was Thursday, and then Wednesday, I woke up kind of in a panic thinking it was Monday. But today was just kind of crummy. Brain's being a jerk, so just tired. Bonita. Gen 1. Apparently there's a tornado on the ground northwest of us between Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Yeesh. Southwest. I'm currently going to catch the edge. Gotcha. Of the storm, not the tornado. Hmm. One, two, three. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, can't count to 5. No ice skating tonight? I think this next stitch will be our last stitch in column 39. Yeah, column 39. Gonna stay at hockey tournament, taking up both ranks. Welcome back, JD girl. Arch is pretty. Getting there. Got our first, well, not quite full braid section done because got more down here still, but this part of it complete. That looks pretty good. Very glad. Alright. Okay, so we gotta... listen to like sneeze. Okay. Ooh, it's very still outside. That's not good. I can't call the other side of it the March Arch. Nope. Oh, not unless we somehow manage to like knock out this half and then decide to do the other half this month. That would be kind of wild though. And dark. Cardinals are still trying to get their bedtime snack. They are usually the ones who come right when it's getting dark. Didn't get to see any of the blood moon this week. I did look for it in the morning, but the clouds moved in overnight. I did take a picture of the moon before I went to bed. It was so bright. And it looks like I took that picture like midday from whatever exposure my camera corrected it to. Not a very clear picture. I still suck at taking a picture of the moon. Can't figure out the settings on the phone to actually see it proper. Takes a north night too. Eclipse happened too late for me to stay up. New pair of phone cameras suck now with all their automatic settings you can't turn off. Join the club. I'm terrible at taking pictures. Any pictures? I mean, technically I have a degree in photography, so I wasn't always terrible. With phone cameras and the moon, always. I've never had a phone that could properly take a picture of the moon. was driving to work during the eclipse. Hello, King. Very hard picture to take, I've heard. It's just much farther away than it seems like it is. Wind is moving again. Good or bad sign? Unclear. Remains to be determined. I don't know if it's the focus or light. It's both. You kind of need like a longer exposure. And stability to get a nice picture of the moon. I've heard like some Samsung phone cameras can zoom enough to get like a clear focus, but like I said, I've never had one of those, so I don't know myself. Being so still is creepy though. Yeah, I have a Samsung A15, it still sucks. Friend of my brother took one. He zoomed in so you could see where the craters are. That was pretty neat. Ah, yes, the bright line at the bottom. Of course. Gotten so annoyed with my phone camera so many times that I've legit gone to the effort of grabbing my Nikon to take pictures and then laboriously transferring those photos to my phone. My poor DSLR hasn't been touched in years. Going to art school was a bad idea. For me. It definitely killed my passion. It didn't help that I had my kiddo in the last semester though either, so like couldn't go through with my rough plan of how my future was going to go. But I got out of college and I really had no desire to take pictures anymore. So I mostly stopped. Gotten so annoyed. My tone is saying to be prepared to seek shelter in the next 10 minutes. Ugh. Photography has always been just a hobby for me. I love doing wild bird photos, but I don't get out often anymore. Macro photography was my focus. But in art school, they want everything you do to have a purpose, like a meaning behind it, intention, messaging, and I just wanted to refine my techniques. I just wanted to take pictures to show off what I find interesting. Didn't really have any underlying meaning for my style. And I don't really like taking pictures of people either. Like nature. I get 30 to 35 miles per hour, no sirens, so... think underwater photography would be fun to do. We just had this huge discussion on Monday about water. We don't need to revisit that. Tadpoles and stuff. Mm-hmm. Good chunk of that color. Not gonna do the back half of it at the moment. Though it does go the rest of the way up here. But one strand, change color. Thought about doing these colors to fill in this last little bit of the orc leg this week, but just decided to keep filling in the bottom with the Olipop instead. Save all the arch stuff, or most of the arch stuff for today, Saturday. An Oinkologne? was a very emo looking pig. What the heck? Is that a Lechonk evolution? Peekaboo with his ears. You know, evil. Really want something chocolatey. I don't know what. I tried Great Value brand Twix this week. They were alright. They were pretty decent. There was a weird aftertaste though. Chocolate chips. Oh, where am I? Not funny getting aftertaste. Yeah, it like the chocolate and the shortbread and the caramel all tasted fine initially, but then I had like a weird kind of almost gasoline-y like aftertaste, and I was like, what is that? Still ate the other one though. I've got one of their versions of Three Musketeers, I think, still that I could eat. Technically, I bought molds so I could make my own chocolate bars, but I've been too lazy to attempt it. Running on fumes now then. Yep.
You do need another drink.
Hey there, Moon. How's it going? One siren's going. Oh. A ways off though. Gotcha. I'm loafing on the bed, now she's sitting on the floor next to me looking up at me because I asked her what she was doing when she jumped down. She can hear the siren and was about to go look out the window. Ah. Not sure I should say anything to my sons or not. Oldest snapping, youngest is in his room. Probably not until you decide if you need to shelter wherever. Just took that out of your hands. No warning. Yikes. Gotcha. Hopefully it passes by without any action. My neighbors finally came and got their trash can out of my yard at some point this week. That was nice. Oh, a side duck. Gen 1. I do so many stitchies tomorrow. Yes. Almost at 100 today. Job. I'm guessing the needles are feeling better for you, hopefully. Stop to take a nap. Naps are so worth it. Pretty okay, they don't stab me. Improvement, improvement. Well. Luna's under the bed, but no more sirens. Weird. to get Chinese food. Nice. I saw a recipe for crab rangoon balaclava or baklava? Baklava. Balaclava's the garment. Baklava today that looked so tasty. God, I love crab rangoons. So I think she's just there to keep me from dragging her into the bathroom with us, probably. Another color that I'm gonna have to reload the bobbin soon. Alright, here. So long since we got Rainbow Connection on stream made me happy. Oh, good. Yeah, it's because I never listen to this playlist anymore. Supposedly there's a tornado on the ground west of the town I work in, heading right for us. Ooh. Goodness. It's already 8 o'clock and we're only at 300 stitches. This is an area where, like, it feels like I should have put more stitches in by now. Confetti. It's just tough. Definitely not the worst rate of stitching that we've had lately, but just feels like I should be further in. Better yourself, doing great. I think I'm also kind of hungry. Haven't eaten enough today. Mac and cheese. Maybe I could make some chili mac. That way Legs could eat too. I need him to finish off the last of the beans that I made so I can make more beans. Since he liked these beans more than I did. I gave it an effort a couple of times, but just wasn't my favorite. Dang, only 4 stitches behind. Of course. Hey, Bear. Oh, did you have a good nap? Did you have such a good nap? You were sleeping for so long. So cozy on the bed. He's a good bear. Hmm. That's the edge line between the braid and the lighter section might be. Mhm. Mhm. Jiminy. Hey, Nutwood, how's it going? Indeed. I gotta take shelter for a bit. Everything okay? Throws mothball? Nice. East of us right now, we caught the wind shear as it went past. At least it passed. Just spell it note ball like Pokeball. I come across as note ball, not notey ball. Balls runs away. Probably have to throw a light ball to attract a moth. Less than a mile from us right now, but it's moving northeast, so that one is essentially past us. Ew. No sirens, of course. The live news going. A good idea. Valid. Kind of surprised your park doesn't have like some kind of designated shelter. She'll get over it.
You do need another drink.
The fact that I was able to grab her without her realizing I was about to was hilarious, though. Thank you for the hug. Wonder if the strand will make it all the way. None of the others have. It does give us a nice little border to know where a section of the arch is changing. Yeah, so this line here separates a section from the braid and then the light section below. So there's like the different parts to the arch, right? You get the braid and then like the inner part of the arch, I guess. It kind of feels flat to me, but I think it's supposed to be like a 3D-ish object. It doesn't really read as like an underside to me. No. Oh, we're so close. I think we can make it. Hoot hoot. Such a hoot. We made it. Nice. A whole line. That finished off a square too. Excellent. Ouch. Finish off this square. Has 3 stitches in the braid and the rest are going in the underside. I think we took shelter more for debris than the actual tornado, though. You see anything outside, debris-wise? No, I'm dark. Hopefully it's all wrapped up and fine by the time you gotta take your son to work. Hey there, Dilly. How's it going? How was your week? Took a nap, feeling a bit better now though. Nice. Any naps today? I like it. Another strand makes it to the end. I love to see it. At least the end of what I have visible anyway. Ooh, and a single stitch strikes out of nowhere. Of course. I wonder if we'll manage to land on 66.66% and also 444,444 stitches, or if we'll blow right over them like usual. Is that bear? Yeah? That's all? Did you go have another nap? Oh, okay. Got more thoughts? Want more to tell chat about? What do you think? I see. Yeah? So silly. Pouring rain? No hail. Ugh, mill tank. Behave, and I'll end and start again to get these next 2 stitches instead of dragging this dark orange thread behind the light stitches that aren't stitched yet. Technically in front of, since they aren't there yet. Yes, the edge of the sunset. So looking forward to that blocky color. Break from the confetti. Eventually. Watch me say I'm bored while we're doing it. No, it'll be fine. Okay. What? Doesn't look like we're gonna get to finish a second column section tonight. Getting close to end already. Can I just have a decent, like, strand here? No? Cool. It's fine. Alrighty. That's... and there and here. Yes? Yes. It's a pretty large color here, so it's a bit disappointing that that strand didn't go very far, but that's okay. Got most of the second knot filled in now. Oh, it's looking so good. Move the pattern so I can see what's going on up here. Don't think I'll make it through all those stitches, but let's find out. Nope. Gotta leave 5 stitches behind. Well, I might be able to get this one. Alright, fine. Leave 3 behind. Next. Let's go with this one just to be safe. We only need 6 stitches. Unless we do those ones over there too. It'll probably look even better when I finally finish off this border edge. There's still so many gaps in it right now. Yeah, but it's not bad looking even now. But it can look better. It's getting there. Not too much on the border edge now. off the square, please. Thank you. That's a big color. That's not so much. So we'll do a strand of this. It's our last color of the night. Would have been a pretty good one to start off tomorrow with. Sorry. Is next up on our active squares. Oh no, Isla's in the hospital. Aww. On her birthday. Aww. That's the worst for her. Am I missing? Am I missing a stitch there? Happy birthday to Isla. I hope that the hospital is helping you feel better. A stitch there too. What's going on? What kind of an intro is that to this song? That was awful. Didn't fit, not at all. Ciao, baby. Yeah, we're almost done. Decide what I'm gonna eat. It's a little late for mac and cheese. Kind of want a quesadilla, but I don't have any cheese shredded up right now. That bear. Really? Oh my goodness. I want some big feels right now. What the heck? Huh? Goodness. Girl. Hmm. Right. Attention seeker, absolutely. Missed that stitch. I fixed a couple stitches that I apparently didn't put in somehow. And then we'll call it for the night. This one doesn't have any others put in. Shouldn't be that difficult. The other one probably has more, but let's see. How did I miss this? Did I put it somewhere else? No. That's my game to have my game added to the IGDB. There's an IGDB? I had no idea. Be the indie games database. Whatever becomes a Twitch category, I may just gotta stream it under the games and demos category for now. Get people's attention. Only 8. Oh, I just mismarked that off. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, how in the world did I miss that? I just got carried away when I was marking it. I don't want to stream anymore. Well, then don't. You brought it up. Alright, I guess this will be the last strand then. I technically could have just unmarked this because it wasn't. It was a mismark actually, but I already got the strand out, so. I have to get up on the roof some point this week. My exhaust vent now leaks when it's off. Need to go up and see what's going on. Ugh. No fun. Why does water have to be so determined to get inside? Wind is catching the cover just right. Just disconnect the motor. No cover on the inside. Took it off. Okay, let's make sure we make this off properly this time. Of course, we're ending on weird numbers, but that's alright. So we made it over 500 stitches tonight, and I'll take it. Alrighty, let's mark our stuff down. 441642. 528 stitches tonight. Our second highest for the month, because I did 563 stitches on Wednesday, I guess. That brings us to 2,632 so far this month / week. Most excellent. What time tomorrow? Not tomorrow will be normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Yep. Look at that braiding. Oh, it's looking so good. Heck, love it. I'm gonna get out of here for the night, though. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Back tomorrow at normal time for more stitching goodness. Have a good rest of your evening. Stay safe from the weather. I'll catch y'all next time. Good night.